Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'll putting on this jacket here in a second. Hey, everybody. 6:20, 6:22, and it's looks like it's dark as midnight out. Hey, Froggy. So I don't have on. Hey, Liplock. I do not have on subscribers only, so it could get like hectic for a few. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Minnie Pearl. Hey, crazy mom. Jerry. Amos. If Diana comes in here, I'll have her set subscribers only if I see her. I think she can. We'll keep our eyes open. I'm eating supper right now. I can watch Chad and eat at the same time, but I can watch Chad. Chad. Chat. Oh, der. Hey, Mulan, Connie, Lisa. I should have set this up before I left so I could have put subscribers only because so the reason for my title is because I feel like people try to intimidate or bully to try to shut people up. Well, I had a diet there. You can make one. There's one. You can make one person like a managing mod, which I didn't know until like very recently. And so I put Diana because she's done it before for like and knows all about it. So hey, SJ, Jessica, Crystal. So yeah, I'm outside. I know it's dark. It's crazy. 6:25 and it's this dark. Friggy and Bandit here. Um, I heard that. I heard through the grapevine that Chasing made a video or something. I didn't watch it, but I heard that some people think it sounds like a threat. Basically, I'm told it says something like "shut up" or "you won't like the outcome," basically, type thing. Something like that. Just stupid, like waste of time. Waste of her life. Now we got a little bit of light. I know it's depressing getting dark so early. Do you want anything else? You need anything else? Are you wanting anything? I can mute. Do. All right. So hey, Luminous. Yeah. I mean, it's not something I, it's too stressful for me to freaking talk about daily, but let's, my lame Peachy now is saying Summer was in the car for Ed haul off. She is making it up again. Like my snowsuit? Just kidding, it's not a snowsuit. Comfy. It is. It's pajamas, but hey, it doubles as a snowsuit. Yeah. Yeah, it doubles as a snowsuit, so it's actually Caitlin. It's actually Caitlin. That's why it's like really too short on me. How is it that their coffee is more expensive than the drinks? That's weird to me. I mean, like at restaurants, I mean, isn't coffee usually like really cheap? Okay, let's see. All right. Ew, that's not even hot. Hold on, guys. I have to brew some coffee. Had to brew some coffee. Because at least it'll be nice and fresh. Is Diana in here yet? If Diana's in here, can you please turn on subscriber mode? What else do we need? I don't know, but Fred didn't tow out a vehicle the day that Summer went missing. I think that I know that there was confusion around that, and it was my fault, like big time, because I'm the one that confused that because I couldn't freaking keep it straight. You guys know my memory is horrible. I'm sure it's a lot my fault, but also I know Laura had said some confusing things, and Laura never wanted to be really a part of anything. Um, so I didn't really talk to her much, like as far as like interview her much about the case, because it was Fred who was the one that was around people a lot, like doing the dealing, obviously. Can you get a Slurpee? They don't have them here. Oh, you're good, Diana. I was just wondering if you could put subscribers only on, like an hour or something like that. Whatever. Just so it's on. Uh, I don't know what to get. That's fine. That's cool, Diana. So, um, oh, Tiffany emailed me and she was letting me know that I was misunderstanding her and that the reason why she's so why it sounded like she was being kind of like combative or whatever is because she said that she's been trying, like, for years trying to expose them, and that Benny and her tried to put this out like a couple years ago. So I think she's just frustrated, and and she thinks for some reason that I have some kind of proof that I could put out that would just like blow them out of the water. If I had that, I would totally do it. So I don't. Obviously, I'm not going to that would keep anything to myself. I'm not scared. I mean, now there's others that do that probably do have stuff, but that are, I'm guessing, don't want to get into the drama and all that. All right, let me get this coffee. Nice and fresh. Fred will like it. He likes the coffee here. And let me make sure my phone is unlocked and get my card. Towards the west. Let's go where the green grass grows. Making sure my card's unlocked is. Okay. The green grass, watch my corn pop up in rows, tucked up next to you. And purple, black one. Going on a road west, where the green grass grows. Uh-oh, I don't want to spill it. I had to make coffee. There was no coffee, or it was like completely cold, so I remade one, so it should be good. Nice and fresh. Okay. Mullins. What was up with the name Mullins that we saw the other day? Who had the last name Mullins that made us like? Yeah, who was it that had the last name Mullins that we were like talking about? She had the last name Mullins? Oh, I thought it was something else. Yeah. I thought it was something else though. I know, but let's see. What free from having any proof, but I do know the documentary was talked about and them ditching BK after he paid Andy $200 so they could search Andy's property. So according to Tiffany, allegedly, she says that they were never going to be a part of the documentary, that was for access to Andy's property for Benny to fly his drone. That's their side. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. I don't know, because I do know Benny was really trying to get a hold of Fred. Right around this time, and then when it turned out to just be the others, it kind of just that just stopped. I don't know. So it seemed like they were going to be, but she's saying that they weren't. Huh? Oh, Betty Jo Simpson. Yeah, I knew there was something with that. Yeah, and there's people that know, and well, I'm going to be talking to some. Never mind. We'll talk about that when we get there. Anyways, let's talk about Fred Hill on the. It's like how that one was talking about Fred Hill the fifth on another channel, and we had to make sure it wasn't our Fred. Yeah, I know. And people were trying to pass it off as is our Fred. From what it seemed like they were like trying to make people think it was our Fred, but I don't know. But it's quite obviously not. She even linked the guy's Facebook in her description, the Fred Hill that she's talking about. So there's no questions on that. Yeah.
A lot of my family and stuff that's in it.
Yeah. If anybody's been messaging you by claiming to be Fred with a dogs on their picture, that's not him. I just remember BK talked about the ID discovery. It was Skila's connection, but BK and Tim are not going to be a part of that. Okay, so there. I guess it's pretty. I can pretty confidently. There we go. So Tiffany and Benny were not going to be a part of it. Okay, I can definitely believe Diana's word because that kind of goes along with. So, they weren't going to be a part of it. They were just going to come, and he was just going to fly his drone, I guess. They claimed, supposedly, Tiffany said that that how it happened, how it all occurred, which is not true. It obviously all happened because Skilo's connections, the Discovery Channel. But they tried to lie and say that some random lady came up to him at the vigil and asked him to be a part of a documentary. That is what I guess they were claiming, but according to Chasing, she's saying she acts like she knows nothing about it. So yeah, and Benny was the one that paid to access the property. That's pretty disgusting, and it's gross anyways to be paying anybody for. I mean, and that's on Andy. I understand the others wanted to get on that property, and that was the only way. But I think it's pretty gross that Andy's collecting money and stuff like that for. I've never once had to pay anybody for an interview ever. Never. I've never contacted somebody and been like, I'll give you this amount or this if you never. People that and you gotta be, you can't trust information from somebody who is benefiting in that way. Just like Marlena Crawford, another one that is allegedly probably knows something. And she was another one that had to be paid in order to talk. And hey, Meow 6. He was collecting money. This is a couple years ago with that documentary thing, but Benny gave it to search for to be able to fly his drone on the property. But the others were going to be part of a documentary, allegedly. But I'm guessing maybe I don't know. Benny probably comes because of court stuff, or my guess. I don't know. It takes a lot to be able to go out of state when you're on probation or a parole. So he probably wouldn't have even been able to. It wouldn't have probably even been an option with all his. Now this was a couple years ago, but I believe he already had some stuff going on, I think. What did Don and Candace say about this documentary? I don't think anybody's asked them. But allegedly they're involved too. And that's why Chasing and Gavel Geeks and Adrian are such fake, two-faced, no backbone having liars. Because they're buddies now. I mean, go look at freaking their Facebooks. Who's their friends? We got Chasing up front and in the forefront. Suddenly, now Chasing was always, like, to be fair, she was always trying to be non-biased, but Adrian and Jenny definitely did not care for the Wells, and it's so fake of them to come back from that trip and suddenly be buddies with the Wells, and suddenly all suspicions for the Wells just disappears because you have this opportunity to go on a documentary and you don't want to screw it up. And I heard that maybe there is no production happening, but that was the intention. Because if it's not, then ask them to play their footage of when they went down to Tennessee, not when they were just driving home. They won't be able to show the footage because they're under contract. I'm serious. People have been signing documents, guys. It's like, it's not, they were serious about it. Whether or not it goes through, is another thing.
What bothers me, people signed that not speak on certain things that certain neighbors had told and stuff.
Yeah, that's the main thing that bothers me.
That's what bothers me. I mean,
important
information.
Okay. Very important information that they're signing NDAs to keep quiet. Oh, we can't go. What the fuck is that about? Like, we have to sign an NDA in order to keep quiet that a neighbor said that they saw Andy on the road that day. What? And people are going to try to turn it around and act like I'm mad just because I'm not part of a documentary. No, that is fucking wrong. I would never be a part of something like that. That was ever. And I'm being completely 100% honest here. If I was ever part of such a thing, I would want everybody heard on it, including Andy.
Well, look at what all they could have got.
Because everybody's
that the neighbors just think is being used for the case to benefit the case when it's used for the fucking documentary that they ain't even going to LE or nothing. That's what pisses me off.
I mean, I guess hopefully they turn that into law enforcement, and that's also why Andy called Pruitt, because this was all during this whole production of this, or this plans to go on this documentary, and he was nervous as hell. You could tell he was pressured into that, and I'm just assuming, this is an assumption, which I know assumptions or like assholes or whatever. Isn't that, or no? Anyways, ass makes an ass out of you and me. Assumptions make an ass out of you and me, I guess is a saying. But I kind of wonder if that was related because in some way, did I read your question about his post? No, I didn't see it, Yova. Did you see Andy's post?
I didn't see it. I don't look at much.
We don't ever look at these people's stuff.
Oh.
I don't see any posts for us. What are you talking about? He doesn't have any posts on his channel. Are you talking about through other people? Are you talking about the one that somebody put out for him? I think I saw I saw a glimpse of like something he had said about stop mentioning, saying he was on the road or something like that. It's like, okay, so if we have to stop saying that you were on the road, that's a lie. Yeah. It's a secret because they know when you're only as sick as your secrets, they say. And when somebody keeps something a secret, there's a reason. Like, and now, yeah, they might be under contract not to give or to show footage and stuff like that, but they could tell people that they were a part of it. I know I didn't see it, Yova. It's not on Andy B's profile. I just looked. Where's it at? I just went to his channel on YouTube and it's not there. And I've been in Ziggy's chat for a long time. Nothing new for those in the back. Where's this post? Are you talking about the old post or did he put up a new one? Or is there some kind of new post that he made? I don't know. We've tried to talk with him. I mean, we have, but the thing is, like, how can you settle something or talk something out that when two people, Fred's not going to suddenly wake up and change his mind. That only happens when you're people like Andy who can't keep stories straight. That's why he says I don't know to everything. So he won't freaking forget anything and mix anything up. He could just say I don't know. Oh, well, lip lock, don't you know? Fred's lying. That never happened. He never, just Fred. That's what they're trying to act like. Fred just like making up that he's talked to law enforcement. Like, I mean, like we haven't witnessed him specifically. Some of us in here ourselves turning in information to law enforcement. Of course, nobody has witnessed him recording. The only person I don't even know what did Laura think of you doing that?
She didn't have no say in it. She didn't know nothing about really the first day. But,
yeah, so she didn't really.
She never wanted to get involved in none of it.
So she really wasn't even aware at first.
No.
Yeah, I could see that because
Once we talked about it and stuff, I told them I'd be down there within 45 minutes or something, and then I just went on down there, walked on down.
Oh, okay. So you
never even told Laura where I was even going.
Yeah, so Laura didn't know in advance because it happened so quickly. But like they, had been together forever, and really they didn't have very good communication anyways at that.
We didn't feel like we had to tell each other what we was doing or where we was going.
Are Cam and Allie involved? Oh, in the documentary? I don't think so. As far as I know, it's Skilo, Gavel Geeks, Adrian from Krama Mama, Jinkies. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she is.
Holly posted that she had contacted Netflix or something, and they didn't know nothing about it or something. But Jinky was saying that they was making a documentary.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Jinkies confirmed it.
Mm-hmm. By Holler Girl, on her channel.
Holler Girl, I guess, said that she contacted Netflix, and supposedly Netflix doesn't know anything about it, allegedly. But that Jinkies is saying that the documentary thing is true.
But didn't know who it was really for. I was trying to find it a while ago, but.
He was very mean and called Fred bad names. Could he have deleted it? Possibly. Yeah, do you see Fred calling Andy names or anything like that? And these people have straight up lied. He straight up put out, just because he's upset that Fred told people he saw him on the road, just since he's told the truth. What you should do anyways, especially concerning such a serious matter like this involving a child. And he's mad at Fred. And that's why Don was down there the very next day after Summer went missing, asking if he's. The same day? Yes. Same day? Same night. Okay, so that night, Don asked if you had seen Andy on the road. The same night. Why? Why do you think Don singled out Andy out of all of them? Why would he ask Fred, did you see Andy on the road the night that Summer went missing, when he did earlier that day? Pretty weird that Don knew about that, right, Andy? Did you get a hold of Don and be like, oh shit, Fred saw us? Oh shit. Oh no. Is that also why Dobbs was ran out? Because according to Fred, that's the other only area on Ben Hill that's got a blind spot. Right between 110 and 125. That area isn't on camera, or wasn't at the time that Summer went missing.
Can't be seen from any other house.
And can't be seen from any other house. So Dobbs would have been at that area in the one blind spot on Ben Hill Road that, maybe possibly they wanted to do some kind of exchange or something, and were afraid. I don't know. Or this whole fight between Dobbs and them is fake. It's one of the two. What did happen the day Dobbs got ran out from there? She was asking you, hair curlers. Well, you didn't even.
I didn't even know Dobbs is even in the holler until after Summer went missing. I didn't really know about Dobbs, period. Yeah. Nothing about.
You didn't even know who he was.
No. I didn't even know he'd even been down there.
He didn't know he existed.
I seen a vehicle sitting down there like a day
Hey,
or so
Matthew.
before. But as far as seeing dogs or nothing, I've never seen them. There's a vehicle that appeared to be using by YouTube.
Yeah, I'm good, Ray. I'm good. It's okay. I'm just, And Andy was doing something shady. He was seeing, it was weird that he was down there, and Andy's reaction was all wrong after him denying he was seen on the road. Yeah. I don't know, like, which would have been better for him to deny it or just like, well, it's always better to tell the truth, obviously, but I'm trying to think for his own welfare if it would have been better for him to say. I guess it's worked out for him so far. I mean, here we are still 3 years, over 3 years later, and we still don't have anything. So I guess it's worked out. So good job, Andy. I guess you are like kind of good at being a criminal, allegedly. All I know is it doesn't help. It doesn't help, like, these people coming out and sending threats and stuff like that. That does nothing but like make us talk more. Honestly, it worked out much better the first year that for Andy, a year and a half, when he didn't comment at all. Nobody focused on him, really. It wasn't like this at all. Well, Fred, but see, the thing is, Fred's not lying about being a drug dealer. Is the thing, Fred's not lying about that stuff because there's no reason to lie. There is a child missing, and that's more important. And Andy, if you're just selling a little weed, nobody cares. Oh yeah, I profited off her DV, and oh yeah, is she gonna go do this profit from Summer again? And even though she's one of the main reasons Summer is missing, allegedly, because she could have stopped something because she was aware, in my opinion. If Ellie thought Fred was a suspect, would they have they would have never let him leave the state? Ding, ding, ding. Well, I don't know though, because they've let Dawn and Candace leave, so I guess we can't say that. But he's left permanently. That's just temporary, I guess. But as far as move out of the state, yeah. I don't know. If I wouldn't think they would. That is true. You're right. Dawn was told to get back to Tennessee. Jody Sue is targeting Fred because he's an easy target for getting attention off herself. Yep. I can't never have been able to understand a damn word she mumbles. I can't listen to her. I know. Sometimes though she's more understandable than others, and I think that's like the spectrum of Jody Sue. Like there's a spectrum when it comes to Jody Sue. She's so like when it comes to her, like and I think that spectrum depends on how inebriated she is. It's weird though. She doesn't act like a normal. Her behavior is just odd. It's got to be a mixture of mental illness and drugs or something. Because you can't pinpoint exactly where it's coming from. So it's probably a combination. Yeah, the restraining order for the first year, but he didn't talk also another like 6 months after like several months after the restraining order too. But yeah, the restraining order, but see, he could have, he saw how good that worked for him. No, I mean, yeah, he was being harassed a little bit by like Benny and stuff, like calling him and stuff, but, and Green Eyes, but, and where, speaking of Green Eyes, where's he been? Huh?
I ain't heard nothing about him in a minute.
Yeah.
I ain't heard him on nothing.
She has a speech disability. Well, I didn't know she had a speech disability. If that's true, I apologize, but I don't think so. I think it's that's not, I don't believe that, because sometimes she's more understandable than others. Yeah, why did Andy's son take out a restraining order on him? Will Andy answer that? That's weird.
Yeah, Andy, I mean,
And Andy, of course, but Jody Sue, I think he didn't, from my understanding, I don't think and his son, I don't think, did it until like several months after Jody Sue. I don't know. Pretty weird. What could be going on between dad and son that, you know, you need a restraining order at such a time? What could have been happening? Why was there so much conflict at that time? Oh, it just doesn't take a genius. And these people, I mean, they seem like they have at least average intelligence. And I'm talking about these other people doing the documentary. They're just, surely they can put a puzzle together, right? Like a kindergartner can put a puzzle together. Bandit. No. Look at Bandit. Waiting for an opportune time to get into the cat litter box.
he's waiting on us
To look away for a while. Yeah, we're not going to look away. We're staring. We're staring. We're not gonna not look. Right, Carolyn, but I don't think it is. Overtaking meds, yeah. Opiates. Bandit.
He's going to anyway.
See, I don't know if it's alcohol or what, but she does have that big gulp right next to her every chance. But hey, I do too, so.
Most time you don't stay up like
24 hours or like days on end from alcohol, though, usually. Now, like you can if you binge, if you drink, and you can stay up on it. I've done it before. It's possible. Day drink back in the day. But yeah, eventually you pass out, right? And it's usually not days on end. She's drinking lean. Maybe. I don't think anybody was like chosen Madison. I don't think it was like a chosen thing or anything like that. But yeah, it's not, I don't even care. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I wouldn't want to be a part of anything that wouldn't put out the whole story. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not against the documentary at all. Anything that could bring attention towards Summer's disappearance, you know, would be good, to bring more attention, to bring more eyes, and to see her, you know, see her face and be aware. But Yeah, I just think the whole truth just needs to be. I've said it a million times. That's all. What company? I guess is through Discovery. But they're gonna somehow pitch it to Netflix. I don't know, but I don't even know, guys, if this has even been picked up by. Carrot Candy. I know you're watching. Yeah, Lean is like, yeah. Right? Exactly, Debbie. That's what I was saying. I don't know. That's why I don't know. I don't know. I get. It's been going. It started a couple years ago. Like they started planning or working on this a couple years ago. So and it hasn't. Nothing's came of it yet. So and but I'm sure that stuff takes like usually it would take like a year, I would think, but um I don't know. But that's the first thing I said, Debbie. That's the exact first thing I said. That's like how can you do a documentary when it's not even, but really you can, just to bring awareness. There's all kinds of documentaries on people gone missing and who've never been found, or um murders that's never been solved and stuff. But I don't know. Something does need to be done. I do know that, though. I agree. Something does need to be done, but it needs to be done right. Not trying to, not trying to curve opinion, people's opinion of somebody. That is not an honest documentary. Yeah, but hair curlers, they're trying to portray Andy like he's this. So the whole point, they had to sign, supposedly, had to sign NDAs that they wouldn't share any of the footage, and that that they couldn't show any of the footage or anything like that, or talk about what's being shown. But they also were going to portray Andy as this helpful neighbor that's just trying to help. Andy's never tried to help. Like he's been had it. Like he's like, are you kidding me? Seems like you have to beg to be able to get to his property. You have to pay to get access to his property. How is that a helpful neighbor? Yeah, if you fucking pay him, you can talk to him. Yeah, if you pay him, you can go fly a drone on his property. So they're gonna go on there and portray, and so that is why. Come to find out, that is why Adrian, Gavel Geeks, Skilo have been so hardcore, like trying to discredit me and Fred because of this documentary. They can't have on their little documentary where they have Andy portrayed at trade as this helpful neighbor. They can't have people, him being a suspect. So they were just going to leave out the part that, he was seen on the road that day. And that's my issue. How can we ever, how is that going to be in any way productive or helpful if we're not going to put the truth out? If we don't put the truth out, then we cannot figure out nothing can get done because people are going to be looking in all the wrong areas. How is that going to be helpful to find summer if you're not going to put out like everybody's account? But we're going to try to alter how people look at Andy, and we're going to leave things out. That's not okay. It does. Such a coincidence Netflix was mentioned right from the beginning. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Holler Girl contacted Netflix, so maybe that's the next one to contact. I don't know if they're allowed to say, you know. I don't know how that goes, but that's a good idea. When Tim made a creepy video, didn't he say something? I thought he did, yeah. I always thought it was going to be Tim, and that's why Benny was hanging out with all Tim, you know, in this documentary. But see, now that I think about with everything that I've gone through with Fred and his court situation out of state and stuff like that, that makes sense. Like Fred or Benny would have never been able to be a part of something like that. He would have had to get permission from the state of Texas to leave the state every single time that they would need him. And they're not going to let him be out there for a couple weeks. So that is probably why they didn't get involved. But he could sneak to Tennessee and not be on this documentary and fly his drone. But there not be any video, you know, like. Andy, can you remember yes and no questions? The fuck, I know. Hey, Penny. So, where's my other phone? What are we doing for dinner? Aw, thank you, Fixin' Two. I just happened to look at my phone right then and saw, she said, she sent a Cash App and she said, thank you and Fred for your work from Fixing Two. Aw, well, thank you. Thank you for supporting us and, you know, all this time. They always say the criminal comes back to the scene of crime. Because you know who is involved. Who's involved, Rhonda? Who's involved? And who do you know to be involved? You're not gonna get blocked if you say Fred or anything. You're not gonna get blocked. I just want to know who you think's involved. I love shrimp Alfredo. Used to be like my favorite thing when you get a really good. Oh my gosh! If you ever go to South Beach, go to Lincoln Road and there's this Italian place out there. Oh my gosh, they have the best shrimp Alfredo. Of course, you're going to pay like probably $40 for the entree, but you know, it's a once in a lifetime thing, really. I know, Joe Marie, that's my issue. And then they turned it around. I may not chili and garlic cornbread. Oh. Yeah, and Joe Marie, that's my thing. And they turned it around like, oh, Ziggy's just mad because she's not in it. No, that's not it. At all. I promise you. I don't even know if I would. I can't even. I was thinking that last night, talking to Fred about that. Like, would we? As like, I don't even know. No, Fred is not involved. Thank you. See, there you go. Fred's just been cleared. Rhonda just cleared Fred. You know some of them already, although they are denying it. There are a few more. A few more. Do you believe Andy's involved, Rhonda? Or do you? How about this? Do you believe Andy's involved, or knows something? Tyson and Jake Paul. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be interesting. That'd be fun. Is any of you guys watching that? They're trying to involve Andy. So you think that Andy's not involved? But then why would he be on the road and deny it though? That's the thing. You can't, unless he got himself into something, or he doesn't want to speak up because of somebody else. That's definitely really, really possible. He could have he might have been helping somebody who was in a bind that was family and got brought into it. That's definitely possible. I mean, come on, that we did get there was a protection order few months, I don't know how long, 6 months later or a few months later after Summer went missing, taken out between Andy's son took out an order of protection against Andy. Wonder why. Oh, I think she's talking about the documentary. Oh, are you talking about the documentary, Rhonda? I thought you were talking about who's involved in Summer's disappearance. That's what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about who's involved in Summer's disappearance. No UFC fight. I know, but it's going to be interesting. If Jake Paul wins that, though, that would be, I mean, a huge flex. Right? Lyrics, but it's not good. Alfredo in the jar is not, I've never found a good Alfredo. Has any of you guys ever found a good Alfredo sauce that's I see some of you guys have messaged me, and I'll get back to you when I get off here. I think we'll go ahead and go walk down to DG. Fresh grated Parmesan. Yeah, that's a good idea. My mom worked at the boys' school when Mike Tyson was in prison there in Indiana, in Plainfield, Indiana. He would have been really young. And he was, because he obviously going into the boys' school. Yeah, I remember my mom worked there for a little bit. I'm going to have to ask her about that, because I just remembered about that. We have Aldi's. Yeah, there's Aldi's by the Walmart here. You don't like Jake finding a senior citizen. Oh man. Senior citizen. That's crazy thinking like that. I'm about to be 44 in a few months. And then if you add 11 years on top of that, that makes me a senior citizen. That's crazy. Oh, what are you laughing about? You're only like a few years away. You're closer than I am.
You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah. Fixing to go live with James C. Telling about his family member being connected to what? Who's James C? You're going live on your channel? Yeah, Mike's 58. But well, he said he thinks it's laughable. I mean, he doesn't think that. So I mean, he doesn't have to do it. Well, maybe I'll do that. Lovely lyrics. You're kind of making me think maybe I might do Alfredo or something like that with Parmesan. Do you like Alfredo?
No food's off limits for me.
Fixin' to send us I think $20, so she paid for dinner tonight. Or what was it? Yep. I want good noodles though, and Dollar General doesn't have really good noodles, but I'm not really wanting to go down to Kroger. Sure, my card's in there. Okay. Caitlin, are you sending these? Okay, just making sure it's you because I've been having people trying to get into my accounts constantly. Barula is pretty good. Is it? Okay, they have that there, I think. Are you coming with my love? All right. You're right. Bandit's my flex. He's my flex. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know. I love that Instapot thing. It's so convenient. But some things though aren't really. I mean, it doesn't make it any easier really to like some things. It doesn't make sense to use it really because it doesn't make it any faster really. So, like, it wouldn't make sense really for me to make Alfredo in it, for example. Like if I'm just heating up some noodles and. No, we. Hey, Sharon. We stay active and walk. We have a vehicle, but we stay active and walk because it helps with my for it's good for you. That's why I know people have a hard time believing it, but that's the truth. You didn't think about like when you were younger. Yeah. Plus, it makes me feel better. Like I get depressed when I don't get out. When I'm inside all day, and especially when it's dark out. Like it's getting dark so easily or so early. It helps to get out and walk. I don't know. It's just much more depressing to stay inside a house that's when it's like dark and dreary all day. It helps to get out. And it also helps, like, I like to eat ice cream a lot too, so helps, like, keep down the lbs, like, I guess. Yeah, it helped yesterday, for instance. After all that, that's like, I think yesterday, or was it the day before? What? Okay, so day before yesterday. Well, I'm talking about when I first started talking about this documentary shit. It was a couple days ago. Yeah, I was so heated that it helps to get out and walk that freaking shit off. It's petty compared to fight arguing back and forth like these people doesn't get anything done. Like when I start to get extremely upset, like I've learned to just say I'm gonna get off here, back away for a little bit, take a walk, calm down, and then reconvening. Yeah, and my knee too. Like my left knee it's been messed up ever since the summer before Jim passed away. So, and that's how I know specifically when, because it was such a traumatic event. So, and I remember like at the time when it started happening, I was dating that guy I went to high school with, and so that would have been the summer of 2022, and I remember my knee started hurting. It's hurt ever since. And it might have been from when I went to Tennessee and I fell, like when I was looking for Chad Arnold. I was out on a scavenger hunt trying to find him. And yeah, I know. She tried to say she talked to Chad. That's impossible. Chad, yeah, he doesn't even have a phone, and he's not, and he is very seclusive. Yeah, he is very hermit like. And all the stuff that he went through with his brother's death and stuff, like I think it gives him like PTSD with Summer missing. I don't know him. I'm saying this and I don't even know him, but I'm just going by how he's kind of like. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's. Yeah, they tried to accuse him of something that him and his brother, something that happened a long time ago, and they ended up finding the person who did it, and it Jason wasn't involved in any way, nor Chad, but they harassed Chad and Jason so bad over it for so long that I think that That's what Fred's saying. He thinks that because of that experience. They just called my dog sexy. I think that's what he said anyways. Yeah, he's using too, and his brother died, all that shit. Plus, I'm sure he doesn't want to bring a bunch of like nonsense to, like, if he started talking to people, it could cause problems for Journey and stuff. And I'm sure that Jason's ex, the one who has custody of Journey, I'm sure is probably, or Chad's ex, the one who has custody of Journey, is probably encouraging him not to. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm totally guessing on all this stuff. Just because of how, like, the things that Fred's told me and stuff. Smack. Fred's just been here for a month, Smack. I don't know who you are, so you can go. I'll tell you this, if Fred did get a job or is working, it sure as hell wouldn't be put out on here. Fred also has been through a lot. Like, his body has been through a lot of traumatic things. So yeah, he's on disability, but he could do like side work. Yeah, but you have to give him time to meet people and stuff. Yeah, it's been here like a month, and it's fine. He's totally fine. He doesn't have to freaking get a job right now or whenever. It doesn't even matter. Definitely know better than to put it on here. Hey, Sage Sleuth. Huh? I know. What the heck? It's only 7:41 too.
I've discussed a lot on other cases around the area too, not just
Yeah. I know. Fluffy butt, Bandit. Fluffy butt, fluffy butt. Bandit is a fluffy butt. Huh? A whiny butt? Yeah. Yeah. Spoiled butt, too. Yep. I'm not really wanting chicken though, so not chicken Alfredo, but you can get SSD for Caitlin on Fred's since he's his stepdaughter. I got it for my two oldest. Huh?
My kids can't draw off of me.
Why? Huh?
The top of it.
Oh, it's the type. So the type of disability he draws, his kids can't draw. Yeah, I guess he said that they changed a lot of it or whatever. Yeah, and that's why he has to pay. He pays child support. It comes out of it. One of them though is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be over. Body wash, lotion. Let's see. I'm just curious to see how much this brings up as. We do need a shampoo. I think we're completely out. Um, $157. Okay, delete that. Is it SSD or SSI? SSD. Yeah, I found that weird that they had you. I don't know.
A lot of these kids for child support and other things now. Take no less than 35% per child, or no more.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. But I would guess like.
That's what they get you. That's no less than 35%, no more than 75%.
$250 on each child. So he has Medicare. Yeah, he has insurance. And he can't lose it being, depending on how, like, it doesn't affect me. Like, as far as, like, oh, look, they finally have Diet Coke can in here. Beer, but I don't like fish. But I would do it just if Fred wanted it. But Caitlin doesn't like fish either, though. It's a problem. Wish they had. I don't think they have any type of really good noodles. Any good nudes. Okay, so this is the type of Alfredos that they have. I guess they don't have the one that just Classico Prego. No, I don't know. I haven't tried the homemade Alfredo. I don't know though. Yeah, that's why I deleted that one person because I knew what they were doing. I've never seen their name before, and they kept asking like the same question over and over again about Fred's work, like as if I don't know what they're fucking doing. You know, I don't mind the questions, guys, but like, I tell when somebody's asking questions trying to be an asshole. Like, I'm not dumb. Well, we could, I don't know. Do you think one's going to be enough? That one's bigger than that. There's ragu too. Classic Alfredo sauce. Ragu, Classico, and Prego. Which one, guys? Easy to make your own butter, flour, milk, or cream and seasoning. Really? Cream. What's cream? I don't even know what cream really is. Yeah, what kind of. And the cheese. I don't mind questions. I like questions. I'm open book, but like, you can tell when somebody's asking stuff just to be change the focus, you know. Heavy whipping cream.
That's what I figured they talking about this in the freezer.
I
But they ain't got that good one.
think they do have.
It'd be in the freezer.
What? What babies? Yeah, get the sugar. The big one. And the big one. We have garlic bread already. Heavy whipped cream. Okay, so I might try that. Like, first, because I'm going to get Parmesan. I'm doctoring up this Alfredo sauce if I do use it. I'm going to get this Parmesan right here. And there's some kind of, I think there's cream, like, if I remember right. Okay, you, yeah, it would probably be right here, wouldn't it? There's coffee cream. Half and half. Will that work? Whipping cream with the milk. Do we have milk? I guess we can get some. Yeah. Some paprika. Lots of Parmesan, garlic, and butter. Real butter. Half and a half will work. I could have sworn I saw something that was. Oh, was it Kroger? I saw. Which, of course, like. Half and half. There's sweet. Oh, that's sweet cream. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's milk and cream. That's all it is. It's in it, so that would work. That's the ingredients. It's just milk and cream. Angel hair pasta. Yeah. Milo's tea. I think so. I'm not really wanting chicken. I guess we could do like that kind of chicken or something. Rotisserie.
That'd be better than that.
Yeah, and there's hush puppies if you want some of those. Yeah, we'll just get. I guess we're just tired of chicken.
Chicken is mostly in
I know. Watch, this is gonna be like $40. I didn't scan anything to see if anything was on sale, but probably not. Okay, add that. Uh, eggs are back up to like almost $5, guys. It's $4.25 a carton here for eggs. Isn't that crazy? So I'm just scanning everything in and adding it to see how much I'm at, and also to see if I'm missing any coupons. Okay. Add. I'm getting this one just $2 off when you spend 10. Campbell's. Oh. Or wait, what's this one say? Two for $7. Oh, this only saves a quarter. I don't care about that. But let's see. All right. I have lemon. We have lemon. I know, I prefer shrimp too, but who's picking on me, Kathy? Chasing truth. Go get her. Chasing truth and gravel Greeks. Gravel geeks. Gravel geeks. And Skilo. They're picking on me. I think we're done. I did get a Prego Alfredo just in case, like, and I did get the butter like you guys said, and it got Parmesan. Freezer full and sealed. Yep. Pull up my I have. Damn it, you stop. Sorry guys, it's black. It's. Are you going outside? Okay. Sorry. I don't need the milk in a bag. Make sure my cards are locked. Got to do that. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I don't know where they are, guys. Oh, we have garlic. Where's my babies at? It's a cool looking truck. Fred, where are you? There he is. Fred. He's leaving that truck running. I mean, it's kind of a really nice truck just to leave running like that. Okay. I know I thought about getting broccoli, but I mean, it wouldn't be fresh, but they probably have frozen here. I was thinking about looking for it. And then I got distracted, so, but it's okay. Hey, Dragon Balls. So yeah, we'll see if I can make some good Alfredo sauce. Then, man, that will be a game changer. So I love Alfredo. I just don't. I'm just tired of chicken Alfredo, like chicken. Like, but I could just eat it without any meat. But I knew that, I better cook some protein for my daughter. Houses are very close together. You could like look out your window and look in the other person's window next door. So close. Huh. See, lately I don't know why, I've kind of been losing my taste for shrimp. I used to love shrimp. And the past few times I've ate it, I don't know if it's like the shrimp that it was just not very good shrimp or what. But it's tasting more fishy these days. I don't like fishy tasting. Like salmon? Ew. I know, Lisa, isn't he? He's just so adorable. He's really been a godsend. I mean, and I'm not exaggerating because he really helped pull me through a really tough time. It did seem like weird how it happened, how I ended up with him. It was kind of strange. Like, I decided to start watching, dog sitting, and then the very first one I watched, like, is the cutest little pup I've ever seen. It was Bandit. And how is it that he just like randomly offered him to me? Like when he saw how Bandit was with like Athena and at our house and stuff, he just said that he seemed so happy. And he said he drives trucks, so, and Bandit gets car sick. You can't really take him on the road. So he didn't get to spend as much time with him as he liked or thought he would. And yeah, he offered him to me on payments for about $600 less than he had paid for him. So, and it was it was around Caitlin's birthday. It was almost Caitlin's birthday. I remember that and Caitlin's like, begging for him once she found out that the guy was offering to, and so I was begged and begged, and so I got Bandit for her birthday. You see how that turned out. I do at home. Really? That's what I'm hoping, Jerry. I'm hoping I can figure out. I'm sure I can find a good simple recipe online to make some homemade Alfredo. That I just hope I haven't got enough cheese. I just got that one bag. Probably should have got. It's okay though. It's fine. Let's see. Somebody was asking me something. They were saying, "Did you see?" They're asking me if I saw something. Oh, Gavel was on 6-ups. You loser. Loser. Salt in the pasta water. Yeah, I always do that. Well, the butter I got has salt in it, so too, which maybe I should have gotten salted, but to me, like, I don't see the point of like unsalted butter. Like, it tastes like nothing. Why put nothing, a bunch of fat on your food and it doesn't even taste like anything? It is good for baking though. Huh? Making my own. Hey, now that's good. Homemade butter. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. Really? I haven't had that forever, but homemade butter is the bomb. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, not this watered down. Yeah. Homemade butter from heavy whipping cream is easy as fast as it's delicious. Oh, really? Oh, and I should have looked there. You should have. I should have looked there to see if they had that menopause test that you're talking about. Lip lock. How much are those things usually? Are they expensive? That's a good idea. I didn't know there was something like that. Yeah, how do you make butter? I'll try too. Okay, we're gonna try to do this one. right, guys. I just happened to see one advertised day before yesterday. They're made by the same company that makes the pregnancy test. Okay. That's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. Shouldn't be that expensive, I wouldn't think. Like, I wouldn't think any more than 50. But, 50 is expensive. Like, yeah, you need circulation in those hands of yours, buddy. I figure cow's milk from Ireland milk is a good immune system booster. Yeah. No, I haven't made jambalaya. Yeah, the milk's in like half and a half. I don't know. Yeah, we could just put everything. I could just put the hush puppies go in the freezer. I can make some if you want me to tonight. He's been like yeah, he's been really like craving hush puppies lately. So I happened to see him there and I grabbed some.
4 in the past, years now.
Somebody sent me this is a good. Okay, so ooh, that looks like a good idea too. Somebody just sent me. I don't know. Trying to think. I don't know if you go by this on. Somebody sent me. I don't know if I'm allowed to say your name or not, but this looks like a good idea. It's chicken tetrazzini, 7 ounces spaghetti, 2 tablespoons butter, 1 pound chicken cooked, a cup butter, or 4th cup butter, 4th cup flour, salt, pepper, half and half, chicken broth, and Parmesan. That sounds kind of like that's like an Alfredo. Yum. Yeah, that looks good. All right, guys. I've been wanting chicken and dumplings, but my waistline doesn't need it. Oh, have you I've made it like, yeah, ever since I learned how to make, Fred taught me how to make dumplings, like, oh my gosh. And make my own biscuits, like, yeah, I didn't even need his assistance last time. I made my own biscuit dough for the dumplings. But yeah, chicken and dumplings, that is a lot of carbs. A lot of carbs, for sure. And fat, because you add all that butter and oil. Oh, gosh. So I'm trying to think what to do first here. Won't take that long to make. Maybe I'll go sit down and look up some. I might do that recipe that one of you guys just sent me. I mean, I don't have the same chicken that it says in the recipe, but I can make the sauce the same way. What is paprika? Is that what paprika? I have, what kind of spice is that? Is that peppers? Oh, a mild chili. Huh, I don't even know what that means to dash butter. You mean mash it? Oh, I do have some, Mimi. I just don't know what, like, what it comes from. What is it? Is it pepper? Mm. Yeah, what is it? Is it the dasher is the thing that you pump up and down inside the butter churn and it turns the cream. Oh. All right, guys. I guess I'm going to get off here for now. Been on for 2 hours. And I need to go get dinner ready and stuff. I know Caitlin's going to be asking about it. And I might go on and do readings because I haven't been on there for a while. And I need to. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. Used to help my grandmother. Seemed like it took forever. Tastes so good though. All right, guys. We will talk soon. Have a good night. And that was a good night from Bandit.